in La Mirada, California, just on the outskirts of Orange County. Now sure, some stores may offer you Halloween goodies during October and September and now August. It's gonna be July and June pretty soon. Other stores may be open for Halloween in January.
Finally, a Halloween store for the rest of...
Hello there.
But Halloween Club is the only stores that I know about that are open all year round. And as far as I know, they're only here in the Southern California area. There's this one, and then there's another one a little bit up the freeway, but that store has been saying that it's gonna close for like the last 6 months or so, so I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. Hopefully not, because I'm down for any store that's open 24 hours for Halloween. But we're not here just to check out the store, because today is also the 5th annual Halloween Club Spook Show, presented by Halloween Club. And let me tell you, this is gonna be amazing. The winds have gotten strong. I'm sorry. Not only is Halloween Club your #1 spot for all Halloween needs all year long, every now and then they do the Spook Show Bazaar, and we're here to check it out. It's like an outdoor market for all your spooky haunting needs. Spooky tree of spook. Not as scary in the daytime, I would say. Not as scary in the daytime. And so like any good Halloween themed event, you've got all sorts of ghouls and spooks drinking tea, and also people just selling their spooky wares and things. Oh, this, you guys gotta check this out. Look at this. Children, we called these a record player back in my days, although they did not look like this. It's a little hard to hear right now. This is an actual working record player playing the Haunted Mansion soundtrack. They got a lot of coffin-themed things here. Look at all these clocks. These are working clocks and things. This is West Coast coffins, man. Check them out. This stuff is amazingly cool. And oh, God. Hi. If you don't buy a coffin, this guy will come visit you. Artists of all kinds selling all sorts of different things. It's not unlike a mini Midsummer Scream. It's kind of neat, a lot more child friendly around the daylight. It's not dark and scary, and you know, there's monsters walking around, but it's not quite as terrifying as Midsummer Scream. So you got articles of clothing for your goths, you've got decor for your homes, you've got pins and stickers to put on your cars and your notebooks and whatever children are putting on. And of course, t-shirts everywhere. T-shirts. You know what this red balloon means? Wait a minute, I lost one of the mini-menjis. Mini-menji, hey, get away from my son. No, you don't. Not this time. Are you okay? I saved you. See, there's a bit of crossover. Here we have the Fiends. We remember them from Midsummer Scream. Very nice pop culture horror crossover art. Ooh, little randy at times as well. This, of course, is my favorite. Look at this. Very cool. Abraham Lopez. Right over there. This is my first time having a cameraman.
Hey.
This is what children are for.
Awesome.
It's very handy.
Free help.
All right, yeah, exactly. So first off, please introduce yourself, my friend.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Robert Reynoso. I am the creator and the producer for the Haunted House of the Ghouls Spook Show. It's my kind of modern recreation of the old midnight spook shows that used to happen from the 1930s into the 1970s.
All right, so how long have you been doing this now?
Spook shows themselves. Okay, that's kind of an interesting question. Officially, spook shows have probably been happening for about 4 years for me. But I actually did one before I even really knew what a spook show was, all the way back in 2011. I just, on my own, I kind of came up with the idea about, kind of mixing magic and my haunted house together. And yeah, that was like the first creation of it, but there were a few key elements missing. And then, yeah, later on, I came to understand other things about the darkness and using spirit seances. And with that, it was complete.
Okay, and so have you always had a fascination with the occult and all this kind of spooky stuff? Skeleton, I know there's a skeleton that shows up in the show and stuff, and so, like, has this always been kind of an interest for you?
It absolutely has. I told people, like, when that's one of the things, like, I was kind of saying it before, is like, I was into spook shows before I even knew what a spook show was.
Sure.
But then after, like, after I found out what it was like coming home for me, It was just absolutely the perfect mix of, again, magic and mentalism and the haunted house world, just coming together. It felt like coming home. And yeah, being into like the occult and spooks and seances, I was always into that as well.
Okay, very cool, and I can attest it's a really good show. I actually checked it out a few weeks ago. Very awesome. You're very talented.
Thank you. This is my favorite guy right here. This is Bill Neff, Dr. Neff. Some of the spook show guys, there's a reputation about them, kind of cheaping out on their shows, and they didn't really give that much into it. This guy was not like that. He gave a great show. He was professional. Things went well. He was, one of the best. He was my favorite. This guy right here is Dr. Silkini. They called him the king of the spook shows. He did spook shows longer than anybody else. He was one of the biggest names in it, and in fact, he had a lot of fun gimmicks that went along with his spook shows. He used to do things like give away faint checks. Yeah, so if you came to see his show and you fainted out of fear, you actually got a check to come back and see one for free next time.
Wow.
So he was one of the greats. Then right here, this one's one I'm very proud of. This is the first guy who did midnight spook shows, Elwin. This is not one of his earliest. This is from 1937. But back at home, I got one when he called himself Ali Din. That's from 1934. So this is the first guy who did midnight spook shows, and that's even a ticket to see his show.
Wow.
Yeah. So very proud of some of this stuff. I got more at home, but too big, can't bring it, So.
Sure, yeah, no, this stuff's cool. I really love things from like the 30s and 40s. Like, where do you procure stuff like this?
After a while, you start knowing people, You just, like this one right here, I got it off eBay. Yeah, this one I got off eBay. But then after a while, you start making a name for yourself. You start connecting with other people who know about spook shows, and they're like, hey, I got something, you're interested in buying it. Hey, sometimes people go through hard times. Like some of this stuff came from like some of my collector friends, and, they make you a deal. So, and I can't pass it up.
Awesome. And then last question, next show?
Next show, I was trying to get one for the 27th in the same venue. They booked that date though. Halloween is still an option, but this is not going to be a Halloween only event. It's not just seasonal. This is going to continue throughout the year. I really want to specialize in spook shows. So more shows will be coming, and you can find out more going on my website, www.spookshow.org, or if you type in Haunted House of the Ghoul into Facebook, I'll pop right up.
There we go. So go check them out. It's a good show. Love supporting guys like this. Awesome, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I agree. What would Lemmy do? Probably have a drink. Sounds like an idea. Would you like to go trick-or-treating?
Right by my head.
I don't know. Let's try it. You want to try? See what happens? Are you brave? How brave are you? How much is one of these Madelines worth to you? How much is a Madeline worth? Ooh. That's from the movie with the witches. What's that movie with the witches? You know what this shirt makes me want? I want a new Darkstalkers game. Capcom, I want a new Darkstalkers game. Is that too much to ask? Darkstalkers game, come on. Oh my goodness. I think we found La Llorona. Apúrate. Vamos a escapar. What? Mini-Menji just pointed out that these flower pots have little eyeballs growing out of them. You get 2 living things for the price of 1. See. Don't poke his eye out. In good market form, this has everything from art to wares, to clothing, to food. It is your one-stop shop. It's a great way to spend a Saturday. They're open pretty much the entire day when they do these things. And that's not even that we've gone inside the store yet. Bad English me make I can. So which one's scarier? Are they both scary? Are you even scared of clowns? I have no idea. I've never asked you.
Serious.
It's great. You're as great of an interview as TJ. Wonderful.
This is scary.
The shinning?
Yeah.
Why do you know about that? I didn't teach you. I didn't teach him. Nobody think that I taught him any of this stuff. I didn't do this. What do you think? Does your mom need a new jewelry box?
Yep. She does.
Do you think she'd use this though?
Nope.
Yeah. How about a place to hang our keys? Or my necklace, I guess. Oh dear, keep your snuff in here, sir. Keep all your snuff. What is it? It's a jewelry box. That's... Whoa. Hey there, Mini-Menji. What's that? What'd you find? That is amazing. Maybe your mom does need that. Oh, it's Annabelle enjoying some Italian eyes. That's spooky. I don't know how to take that. Seriously, though, that is both one of the most adorable and frightening things I've ever seen in my life. You guys want to do a weird Annabelle costume this year?
No.
You sure? I mean, it doesn't have to be Annabelle, just something similar.
Nope. I wanted to do like a killer clown.
Ah.
No, killer.
Mini-Menji's about to meet one of his idols. Oh no, he's got you! Let go of my son! Oh, he's prepared. He's defending himself. Who will win in this battle of the ages? What a fierce battle it is! My God! The brutality of it all! Oh no, yeah, those are sharp. Those are sharp. You don't want to touch those. We'll call it a draw. Call it a draw? Shake hands. Yay! Peace among worlds.
He's actually got
Oh. I found a hat for Rick. Nice. His name is Dracula. The D on his grave stands for Dracula. One thing I've really been getting into lately is cemeteries. There's a really awesome channel that I watch called Hollywood Graveyard. I think everybody should check it out. These are nice. You know, I always wondered where people get clothes like this. Now I think I know. You know, if I was a parasol you wearing man, I probably would get this one. All right, let's go check out the inside of this store, assuming they don't get mad at me for doing so. Costumes of all shapes and sizes. Could you imagine walking down this aisle in the middle of the night, lights off? No, thank you. Hello. 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 I'd make a joke about my mummy, but come on. It's easy. Oh, there we go. Oh, Lordy. Why? Why you want to do this to me? All right, well, that's gonna do it for this episode from the Spook Show. Had a good time. It is very warm, but lots to do, lots to see. Definitely come check it out. Look, we even got a wrapped eyeball, which I plan on devouring now. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sub-sharing. I just made a new word, but it works. All right, I'm gonna use that now. Thank you for sub-sharing. Thank you for liking, sharing the videos if you have. Thanks for watching. More than anything, though, importantly. And there's gonna be a lot more Halloween stuff coming along. It is the anniversary of the show. That's what Halloween means, right? Also, very recently, around the time this episode comes out, I will also be appearing on my friend Rick Creeper's new podcast, Creepcast. So keep an eye out for that. I'm sure I've put the link at the bottom. So go check that out. It was a great episode, I'm sure. I'm actually gonna go record that right now. So, but yeah, check that out and lots more to come. Keep on running and jumping. Return to a time before time. A time was not time, but was pre-time. Before the long, long ago. Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you have a good time?
Yep.